Every single PC manufacturer is looking at gaming as their next big growth area these days, as there really isn't much else that can convince people to upgrade. There's also a lot of emphasis on design and lifestyle rather than just the hardware alone. Acer has been pushing its Predator line recently, and today we're going to be looking at the outrageously expensive Predator Orion 9000 gaming desktop. This is a ready-built product and it's here to make a statement. We're eager to find out whether Acer really understands gamers and gaming, and whether the Predator Orion 9000 can really be the ultimate no-holds-barred, no-expense-spared gaming PC. Before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of all our new videos. Now, not all gamers want to show off, but Acer has clearly targeted those who do. The Predator Orion 9000 is enormous and even dwarfs our 27-inch monitor. It does look commanding, but a lot of gamer cliches have been incorporated. There are sharp angles, RGB accent lights, huge visible fans, carbon fiber, and oversized vents. You can see through the front mesh, and there's nothing but empty space between the chassis and the plastic exterior molding. You might find the retractable headset hook on the front panel useful. There's a wheel at the back to help you roll this PC around, which is nice because it's extremely heavy. The USB and audio ports are on the top, but that also means they're fully exposed to dust. You can control the RGB LEDs on the front panel, the upper lip of the inside, and the motherboard. Acer's software is nowhere near as versatile as the tools shipped by others. You can choose your colors and only one of 3 patterns, but you cannot control brightness. Also, the fan LEDs cannot be turned off at all. As for the inside of the Predator Orion 9000, everything is user accessible. There's a shroud for the power supply, and all cables have been routed and tied down neatly. The 240mm radiator for the all-in-one liquid CPU cooler is screwed into the top, so hot air is pushed out upwards. The 3.5-inch hard drive is mounted on the back of the motherboard tray, and there's space here for one more, plus 4 2.5-inch drives. Wi-Fi antennas have been designed into the upper molding. Clearly, Acer has made a lot of design decisions that target the commercial idea of a gamer, but at least function hasn't been compromised for form. If you'd prefer a minimalist setup or are running short of space, this is not the one for you. Acer is offering a wide range of configuration options in India, including custom orders. According to the company, you can get up to 4 graphics cards in SLI, 128GB of RAM, a 12TB hard drive, a 1TB SSD, and 32GB of Intel Optane memory. Some of these options are way over the top. Our review unit had a 10-core Core i9-7900X CPU, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti graphics card, 16GB of RAM, a 2TB hard drive, and a 32GB Intel Optane memory module. The choice of Optane memory rather than a large SSD is a bit unfortunate. Also, one of the key advantages of high-end Core i9 CPUs is quad-channel RAM support, but Acer has populated only one of the 8 slots with a single 16GB module. This configuration is priced at 3,19,999 rupees. The Predator Orion 9000 comes with a gaming keyboard and mouse, which means that they have LEDs and slightly aggressive styling. Unfortunately, they don't match with each other or the Predator Orion 9000 PC itself. The keyboard has its own software utility, which looks like it was designed in the early 1990s and did not scale well on our 4K monitor. The layout and button descriptions are hard to understand, and the process of defining profiles and choosing color schemes is unnecessarily convoluted. The keyboard is extremely noisy. We were able to type fairly quickly and game comfortably, but found the clicking noise too distracting after a while. It's the kind of thing that will drive anyone around you quite mad. There's no software for the mouse, and we were unable to do anything with the middle or side buttons or control the aqua blue LEDs. Tracking was smooth and pain-free, but this mouse is designed for a 2-finger grip. If you're used to a palm grip with your middle finger on the wheel, it will keep slipping into the gap between the 2 main buttons. With such an imposing presence, we expected extraordinary performance from the Predator Orion 9000. The first thing that struck us was how noisy this PC is. Even with nothing happening, there's never less than a dull roar. We would have liked some physical or software fan controls, but there aren't any. When gaming and running some of our tests, the Predator Orion 9000 sounded like a jet engine, and we could hear it from all the way across a fairly large room. General performance tests showed that there's a huge amount of power on tap, and you can create content such as 3D renders very quickly. This is where having 10 cores and 20 threads really comes in handy. Unsurprisingly, memory bandwidth is seriously constrained thanks to the use of single-channel RAM, which does affect test scores. All our gaming tests were run at 4K. We played multiple heavy games including Rise of the Tomb Raider and GTA 5. Both of these allowed us to turn all options on and push all the sliders to the maximum, and the built-in benchmarks delivered well over 60 frames per second. Playing through Doom at its Ultra preset, we consistently achieved 90 to 100 frames per second, even through some massive battle scenes. Finally, we spent some time with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is somewhat dated but still extremely demanding, and got an average of 49 FPS at its Ultra preset. Acer has put together an incredibly powerful machine and has obviously designed it to stand out. It looks imposing and checks a lot of the boxes on gamers' shopping lists. However, we don't agree with all of Acer's decisions, particularly when it comes to the choices of hardware and the lack of cohesion between components. You could easily put together a PC that's a lot better suited for gaming for much less than 3,20,000 rupees. You also have to factor in the cost of a good 4K monitor, because anything less would be a waste of potential. This is still a decent buy if you don't want to worry about choosing all your components and putting them together, or if you just really want to show off. However, if you're interested, we'd encourage you to check out all of Acer's configuration options so you can choose the parts that suit you best. Thanks for watching. This was our review of the Acer Predator Orion 9000 gaming desktop PC. For more reviews and for all things tech, do visit us at gadgets360.com.